The time has come. I'm finally going to reveal my entire TikTok testing strategy. It is incredibly simple, but also highly effective. This has been my go-to strategy for the last 2 to 3 years, and it's allowed me to find multiple winning products per week. Now, before I take you inside my computer and show you how this works, there's 3 things you need to do. Number 1 is look down in the description of this video. If you see a link for TikTok ad credits, you need to claim those. These things are hard to come by. They usually expire pretty quickly. And on top of that, it's free money to run ads with. This is an opportunity that I wish I would have had when I first got started dropshipping 9 years ago. Number 2 is just realizing that there is no one best strategy. The best strategy is the one that works the best for you and makes you money. What I recommend to all of my students is follow exactly what I do and then curate your own strategy based off of it. And lastly, in the comments below, let me know your current level of experience with TikTok ads and what you're currently struggling with. And I'm going to be personally responding to every single comment to try to help you out as much as I can. And then on top of that, I'm also going to be picking 2 people to give $500 to. So definitely let me know down in the comments. But without further ado, let's get started. So here we are inside the TikTok ad manager dashboard. Now, the first thing you want to do is come over here to create and click on this. Now, this is going to bring us to our advertising objective page. And what we want to do here is come down to conversion and select website conversions. Then you're going to see this box pop up. And there's a couple really important things that we need to do here, starting with the campaign name. We need to name the campaign that is something easily identifiable. The way that I recommend you name your campaigns is CBO bubble skirt test. So CBO stands for campaign budget optimization, which is down here. We'll get to that in a second. Bubble skirt is the product, and then this is a testing campaign. So again, CBO or ABO, I like to test with CBOs, followed by the product, and then followed by test. Now, moving down to campaign budget optimization, you're going to want to turn this on and set a daily budget of $50. Now, the reason I test with $50 is because the majority of the products that I dropship are relatively low ticket. A good rule of thumb for figuring out how much budget you should allocate per your test is double the amount of the price that you're going to sell your product for. That way, you're giving your product a fair test. But 90% of the times, the majority of the products that you're going to sell, $50 is more than enough. So turn your campaign budget optimization on and set that budget to 50, then click continue. Now we're in the ad set level of this campaign. So first things first, we're going to skip over ad group name and we're going to move down to optimization location. You want to make sure that you select your pixel and you want to make sure you choose the optimization event complete payment. Then you want to move down to placements and click select placements, deselect global app bundle, and also deselect Pangle. Then you want to open up advanced settings and turn off user can comment, turn off video download, and then turn off video sharing. Quick side note, you might also want to turn off include search results, especially when you start to scale, because if someone were to search your product, your ad would immediately pop up. You can leave it on for testing, but when you're scaling, you might want to consider turning that off, but we're going to leave it on for now. So moving down, we have targeting. And the best part is we don't need to do any type of individual interest targeting. We're going to be doing all broad. In demographics, we're going to go to locations. Now, by default, we're targeting the United States. But what I personally like to also do is throw Canada into the mix. And the reason I do that is because it broadens out our audience size. We want a bigger audience size when running broad campaigns. Now, when it comes to age, I go 18 all the way up to 55 plus. I don't do 13 to 17 because just from what I've noticed, 13 to 17 does not have as much buying power. In terms of gender, you want to select a corresponding gender for the product that you're selling. In my case, I'm selling a bubble skirt, so I'm going to target women. For languages, select English and then skip over everything down here, even interest. Now, we're moving down to budget and schedule. What's really important about this is you want to make sure that you're scheduling this ad set to start running the following day at midnight. So choose the following day and then select midnight, which is 0000, and then click OK. Then moving down to bidding and optimization, you want to make sure that your optimization goal is conversion. Now, this is the entire setup. It is very, very, very simple in terms of how we actually structure the internal targeting. So let me briefly just explain exactly what we just did. Again, starting at the very top, we chose our pixel and then chose complete payment. Then for placements, we selected manual placements, which you can access by clicking select placement. And then we chose TikTok only and we're leaving search on. Then what we did was we opened up advanced settings, turned off user can comment, turned off video download, and also turned off video sharing. Then we left everything broad, so we didn't choose any custom audiences. And then for locations, we did United States and Canada. Age, we did 18 all the way up to 55 plus. For gender, we chose women because we're doing a female-based product. For languages, we chose English. And then for budget and schedule, we chose the following day at midnight. And lastly, for bidding and optimization, we chose conversion. So now let's move into the ad level, and this is where things get important. Starting at the very top, you want to turn on Smart Creative. And then for custom identity, you want to select your store. This is a demo account, so I don't have an identity set up, but my demo store is called Marco. So I'm going to enter that here and then upload my logo. Now, another thing you can do in terms of identity is create what's known as a satellite page. This is where you're going to create a new custom identity, and instead of naming it your brand's name, you're going to name this a female or a male name. So you can name this Nick or Nikki, and then use a selfie that you find on Google or generate with AI, so the identity comes off more organic. And I've noticed when running tests like this, I get higher CTRs, lower CPMs, and lower CPCs as well, which is amazing. Now moving down to add details, so you want to add our videos. Now this is where the sauce is. I personally recommend testing anywhere from 3 to 5 different videos, because you're not only testing the product, you're also trying to test different creatives as well and figure out what style of creative forms the best, because that's really important to know as you scale. So we're going to upload all 5 of our creatives that we have for our product. So now sometimes when uploading a creative, you might see a red error here. If you get a red error, all you need to do is click on the pencil and then change the file name. Anyways, we have our 5 videos selected. Now we're going to click upload. Now we have our 5 creatives uploaded. Now we want to add 5 different variations of text. Now what I recommend for your text is leaving it short and concise, displaying your offer. So if we take a quick look at my demo store, you can see that we're running $40 strike through at $22.95. So that's about 43% off. So what we're going to do is go back to TikTok and we're going to write out a few different variations of text for this. So get yours $22. So now we have 5 different variations of videos and 5 different variations of text. What's going to happen with Smart Creative is each one of these lines of text is going to get assigned to each video. So all in all, you're going to have 25 ads inside of each ad group. And that is all thanks to Smart Creative. Now, the reason we do that is because TikTok favors new creative. Now, moving down to call to action, I personally like to only test purchase it now, buy it, buy here, order yours today, order, buy it now, order immediately, order now, and then shop now. And then for destination, what you want to do is go to your product page, copy it, and then paste the link. We always want to drop off on the product page and not the home page of our website. And then at this point, our ad is finished, but there is one more step that we need to do. So once you have everything plugged in, 5 different variations of videos, 5 different variations of text, you can click publish all. So after you publish your ad, you're going to be taken to this page right here. This is inside of the ad level of the campaign that we just created. And as you can see, we have 25 different variations of ads. It says not delivering, but do not worry. So what we want to do is actually go into the actual ad group level, and we want to copy this ad group 4 more times. We just did copy, and now we're just going to go through and click publish all. So now after we copied the first ad group, we now have 5 ad groups in total. And the reason we do 5 ad groups in total, which gives us 125 total ads from all 5 ad groups. And the reason we do that is because we want to give TikTok more creatives, because the platform favors new creative. Now you're going to want to let this campaign run for about 48 hours. So in most cases, with $50 with a good product and a good offer, you're going to get a lot of purchase intent. So you're going to get add to carts and initiate checkouts. And in most cases, you're going to get multiple sales. If you don't get multiple sales after 48 hours, I would probably go and consider turning off the campaign, especially if you don't have purchase intent. And that is the full breakdown of how I set up my testing campaigns on TikTok. Again, it's super simple, but highly effective. But if you made it to the end of this video and you want more help with your dropshipping store, whether that's how to find winning products, setting up your TikTok ad campaigns, making good video ad creatives that actually convert, building out high converting stores, then you should definitely check the link down below and join my accelerator.